Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, it's time to test Jetni the Giant. Is she just, I don't know, a glammed up war maiden? Or actually is she going to be bringing something new to the game? We're going to be testing Jetni the Giant versus Yannica in a straight damage nuke test and see what we think. Let's go. So as a duo, so she's got a double hitter A1, which hits pretty hard with some stun and drop defense on it. AoE drop defense here, ignore 20% target defense. Debuff can't be resisted if the duo is in. And then you've got the A3 where she buffs herself crit rate and crit damage and gets an extra turn if she kills someone, but only if the duo is in. So if Alsgore's in the team, she's got two potential AoEs back to back, both of them hitting quite hard, right? So that's strong. If he's not in the team, you're picking one or the other. And at that point, not as strong. And then the passive here, so does 20% more damage against targets under shield. I guess we'll ignore shield completely if Alsgore's on the same team. So I do want to see what she's like compared to Yannica. Because Yannica obviously, I must own Yannica. I don't know if I've got a Yannica that I've ever built out personally. Do I have one or not? Maybe I don't. Maybe I've never got her. Crazy if I've never had a Yannica. Where is she? What is she? So yeah, I mean, if we compare her to Yannica, Yannica's got an AoE here that does ignore shield. So that's always going to happen. Doesn't need a duo to make that happen. It's just, you know, which one of these is more, brings more worth, I guess. And if they're hitting for similar numbers, you're like, you know, why would you go out and get this fusion? Is it worth your time to get the fusion if these two basically do the same sort of level of damage? Let's just book out my Yannica, get her done first. Can you have 5% of these legendary books? Yeah. These aren't mine, by the way. I'm on a test server. All this stuff does not port over to my main account. Okay, let's get some damage. Mastery's on. I'm just going to showcase Yannica first, just so you can see the kind of difference between them. But only quick. We're just going to show her in like a maximum damage type of hit. I guess now I can be prioritizing by attack. And it should give me my best ring that I own at the top. This is cool, right? It's actually pretty cool to do that. So I can just pick out my best couple of pieces. Should give me my best couple of pieces anyway. Yeah, is that my best banner? Really? Damn, that's shocking. Okay. That's a shocker. And in this, I should be able to go crit damage high and then attack medium. Should just give me my best attack amulet straight off the bat. I guess it will include glyphs and stuff, so there's a little bit to be done with that. But still, decent upgrade, I think. Decent change. Do I even play? Yeah, I get shocked by how crap some of my gear is often. Right. Let's grab some damage pieces quickly. So we're going to go Savage. Let's just grab Cupid's gear. Oh no, he doesn't have 100% actually. I do think that the Giant you need to build with 100% crit rate, just because she's not always going to have all of those crit buffs going. Okay, we're going to go big boy stuff. I know that I don't have great boots in this set, so we're going to... Okay, what do I need here? Another 36% crit rate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put her in a set, and then I'm basically going to try and give the exact same pieces to the Giant, right? Where am I up to? 95%. I might just leave it like this, just because it's so... It will do. Oh! Ruined me. That's why I never use the fitting room, by the way. Oh, so annoying. I never use the fitting room because I do stupid stuff like that. I've got masteries on already. I've already done them. The offensive masteries are done. Anyway, I can find a better build now. So this is Yannica. 100% crit rate. 267 crit damage. 7.2k attack. She's going to be what we compare the Giant against. Let's go to stage 24. Obviously, she does the shield shenanigans as well, right? She ignores shields completely, or she rips them off. Will ignore shields, remove shield buff from target if this champion's under veil, then deals extra damage equal to 15% of the value of the shield that she takes off. That's actually quite cool. I've never really used her on, well, clearly never used her. She's not even built on my account, so perhaps I underrate her myself, actually. Got good aura as well for this type of stuff. Get our testers out.
Get ready for raid maximum damage.
So obviously we're not going to get the remove shield element here. Wrong bloody affinity. Am I? No, I'm fine. So we A2 first, attacks an enemy, puts a veil for 3 turns and gets an extra turn. Pops for 391. Can she just keep doing this? Or is that just because I got lucky with a refresh? Got a refresh, yeah? Yeah, we're on level 24 here. And then we're going with the A3, which is the nuke. She's pumping between 150 and 315. Why so different? Both got drop defense and weaken. Why is it such a different amount of damage there? That can't just be Helm Smasher, is it? That's a like significantly different amount of damage. Just a Helm Smasher, you think? Yeah? Damn. That's actually crazy difference. Let's try it again quick. So A2 into someone. Pop. A3. That was more of an even spread, but 240 to 300 odd K, yeah? So high levels of damage, and she'll do more damage if she's removing shields first. Pretty damn, like, pretty strong, honestly. Pretty strong. This is the comparison, because if you're going to be picking up the Giant and you don't have the duo, is it worth your time? Like, is it worth doing that, or should you invest in getting yourself a Yannica? So let's see if I can try and match this level of damage here. So 7.2k. It's very difficult to do. What's her base? 1487. The Giant's is 1586. So we get a higher base. Should I just give her the exact same gear? Should I just move her gear onto that? I'm just going to give her exactly the same masteries as well, just so it's a really even test. You want me to do arena first, what, with Yannica before we move into testing the Giant? We could do that quick. I mean, where do you go with this? Not cold brew again, is it? Can't do live arena on the test server. Yannica needs accuracy to remove the shields. Does Yannica need accuracy to remove shields? I'm actually not sure. So we don't have shields here. Whether we live through stuff or not, I'm not sure. Let's put in my bolster set Mithrala to help out. There's a Valk shield. Are we going to get a turn in time is the question. I think we will. Valk's had 2 goes already. Actually, Kaimar could just come in and rip everything off, to be fair. But I don't think he's going to. Is he? Kaimar, don't do that to me. Oh, he did. How did he get in there? How did he slip his way into that? Yannica, have a turn if you don't mind. Go on. Do it. It provokes up. So annoying. Oh, so annoying. I might just have to make a quicker... Yeah, it's that Kaimar again, isn't it? I didn't foresee it. Might get a cleanse away. Might get a cheeky cleanse away and still have a go at this. Question is, are we going to get slept again before she has a turn? Oh, she got bloody provoked again. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. Right, about this one. Chris Shield, let's try this. Day 1 with everyone apart from her. That's all I want to do. I'm just going to check her hits into all of this nastiness. Great showcase, yeah. Right, so we're still done at A... She's got Veil already, so I could just go straight with the A3, right? We'll ignore shields, remove shields from target if they're under a Veil, and does extra damage equal to 15% of the shield she removes. Right. Let's have a look. What sort of damage is she doing into this? Like, well, you can see the health pools here, right? Christ is down to about a quarter. Sergus under half. Rotus isn't touched. Sifi's just over half. I think it's quite a fair test if I just end the battle and get the Giant built to fight this same team. I didn't expect to beat it, by the way. I didn't expect to hit through that and kill like one shot. That would have been crazy. Like, they've got increased defense up, a Surrogate protection. It was unlikely that I was ever going to one shot through that. And it's also unlikely the Giant will. I just want to see how they compare. So let's have a look. Because this is the test, right? It's one champion that you can get for free versus someone else that you could go and try and farm over the next few weeks. We're going to try and get a similar build here as much as I can. This is actually quite nice. I do like this extra filter layering we've got going on. I mean, that cannot be the best attack banner I've got, is it? No, why is it? Oh, because it's 6-star over 5-star. It still gives me more attack. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That is shocking that that's my best attack banner. Crit damage, then attack. Right, where the hell was my spider farm? And then I'm just going to steal her gear. Yannica's gear. That's the aim. Straight swap. So this is basically the same build, right? 7.6k attack. It might be a little bit more because she's got a higher base, but otherwise we've got exactly the same build. I should just quickly put some stuff on the partner in crime as well, just so we can show that alongside it. I'm just going to go high accuracy. I think he's just a high accuracy tank, right? Not going to go damage on him. Just going to get some tanky stuff. My default is always to click here because it's... Nowadays I need to click down here. It's quite annoying. Where's my perception gear? What the hell's going on? Okay, let's nick a load of Chris gear. Chris Morley's giving it up. So just for when we use him, we've got fast with good accuracy, yeah? And quite tanky. So let's check out the Giant then versus what we've just seen for Yannica. Yannica hitting this one somewhere between 200k and like 320. Is that fair? She also bought her own attack aura, which she doesn't have, and I can't replicate it, so she's going to hit for less just because she's getting less attack from that, I guess.
Get ready for raid maximum damage.
Yeah, masteries are done. All I've done is just the offense side of masteries. Let's do it as well. Oh, we're in it. Do this guy as well. We're going to test him in a minute. So, Alsgore's not a void champion. That does mean that the partnership's more possible, albeit you've still got to find that legendary champion amongst all the legendaries, yeah? And the trouble is, there's a really good chance that he's just going to be banned. One of the two will be banned away in live arena. So it only really becomes a coupling in normal arena, I think. A bit like with Venus and Cupidus. Almost always, Venus or Cupidus will be banned if you pick them both. Okay then, A1, let's slow this down. A1, the Giant's going to go in with a double hit. What's this going to do? Just pick one of these side. No, let's get Marksman. What's that, like 200k combined A1? Actually pretty decent level of damage. It's a pretty decent hit, considering you've got utility with it as well. Stun and drop defense. She's got a self-buffing A3. Maybe we'll do the A3 first. If she kills someone, she'll go again. So the A3, she gets crit rate, crit damage. Oh no, she only gets an extra turn if Alsgore's around. So actually, that's way better. Like, if you've got the extra turn stuff going on, then she's pretty nuts, I think. But without the extra turn, maybe not that great. We'll see. Right, let's have a look. Double hits. I didn't see all the numbers. I'm thinking it's like a 220 odd K. 220 odd K-ish. Maximum damage, yeah. For the A3. So that's a little bit... It's a little bit less than Yannica's A3. For her A3, right? But very close, actually. Bit less. And then let's just check out her A2. It should be a smack. It ignores 20% defense. Oh, it is as well. But it's only a single hit. So that was like 280 to 330. Yeah. Ooh, she's similar. She's just similar to Yannica for me. That's stage 24. Like, fighting stage 24 is hard to one-shot. It is hard. Like, that's not a joke wave. That's hard stuff. Right? That's not a joke wave. So don't think that is, because it's not. Who are we fighting? Layla. Let's test this Layla hit in the same team. You definitely want to make sure you're not just in this camp of, I'm skipping, like, without giving any thought. It's a stupid thing to do. So many people do it nowadays where it's just like, they get one sentiment about a champion and then it's like that, I'm skipping, and then it's like they then put blinkers on and they don't watch what's actually going on. I feel like people did it with the rabbit. And I was just like, guys, you need to be waking up. This champion is good. I'm not saying don't skip. I'm just saying, like, think it through first. Like, don't just go into that kind of automatic, this is what we're going to do, I've decided it. Just, like, give it a bit of time. Like, we don't have to rush to the decision. That's all I'm saying. So we're just on an A1 over here again. Just want to get into her hit and see what sort of damage she does against these shields. She doesn't have Alsgore in the team right now, which would definitely change things up. But I guess the hits which one does which here? It's just her passive that does more damage against shields. So I guess we'll try the A3 into it first. Pause. It's a double hit, so it's better against the Rotus, right? Probably ended up in a slightly worse position than what Yannica's A3 did. Would you agree? Chris is slightly more damaged. I don't know if the buffs are all the same, honestly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's just try the A2 as well if I can still fight Layla. Trouble is, I'm going to start running out of allowed fights against Layla. And I do want to try the same fight with Alsgore in the same team, because you do have to think longer term with these fusions as well. Like, if you do pick up this other champion, does it suddenly make her into a god? You do need to know that. Already got increased attack up. So again, we're just going to A1 over here. Okay, so A2, obviously it's not as good against a Rotus specifically, but otherwise it should hit harder. Let's just have a look. I like the animations though. I mean, what we're saying, it's not significantly better than Yannica, but I think it's better than Yannica. I think it's better. The other dude, now this is the serious question. If the other dude is in the same team, that's where it could be crazy better. The only trouble is he will get polymorphed a lot at higher end arena. Like, it will be polymorph city against this dude. So obviously now he can come in. We could either come in, I guess we'll do this first, just put block damage on us. So you like that. I've got a couple of turns of no damage for sure, which is quite nice. But now we should be doing the ignore shield element on, not on that one, on this one here. No, it's on all of it. It's a passive, isn't it? So she will ignore shields now. So the double hit, if she kills someone, she'll get another go. I guess we're going to try it. Maybe we'll take out the Rotus, will we? No, not quite. If we got another turn there, that would have been a full team wipe for sure. Like, if this was a kill, that would have been a full team wipe because we would have just gone straight away again. So he obviously then can come in and just be like, well, see you later buffs, which is pretty nuts. Like, that's a pretty... This dude is actually, I think, going to be useful. Like, probably more so than I originally gave him credit for when I've just been thinking about his kit. I think he's actually going to be pretty useful. And the A2 comes in with him in the team. It's good damage. It's not crazy damage. Like, there's a lot of people that can do the same already. It's difficult. Is she a definite skip? I don't know that she's a definite skip. But she's definitely not going to be breaking the game open, like new metas, all this type of stuff. I'm thinking of it at the moment from my free-to-play point of view. Do I care enough about this champion to go after her? And I probably don't. Block damage, Rotus ignores block damage, so that's not going to help us. If I try and strip buffs here, we turn into a sheep, as you tell me. Good to see you know this game well. So obviously him being turned into a sheep kind of makes his strip like less useful, because as soon as that happens, it's gone. Let's go ally attack in here. Oh, it's actually good damage though with that A1. So again, if we A3 and kill someone, we can go again. It's just not enough damage, is it? It's just not enough damage. I guess there was ally protection on everybody. She really needs to be able to kill someone with that skill. Don't know. I suppose she got decreased attack on now. Did she have decreased attack when she did the AoE? Golden War Maiden I think is a bit harsh, but certainly not like... Certainly not going to be top tier. And don't forget, I'm fighting like high... I mean, this is Scratch, yeah? Scratch, top 20 plat player. His defense is going to be hard to kill every single day of the week. With my best possible champions, my best squad, his defense is hard to beat, okay? Let's just remember that. Let's have some context. Because otherwise, people get into this kind of like, oh my god, couldn't even kill, you know, a Sifi. And you're like, well, yeah, but look at who Sifi it is. But definitely not, yeah, definitely not going to be a top tier legendary. I think There's plenty of other champions in a similar tier of damage. I think there's plenty of other ones that will do a similar level of damage. She's kind of like ethos and down. And there's a lot of people in that group. If you saw my tier list video the other day, there's probably 20 at least in that same group. And one of them, Yannica, is a freebie already. So, would I skip if I got Hefrak? These questions are so weird to me, right? Would I skip if I got Hefrak? Well, if Hefrak's your only nuking option, then you probably need another one. Hefrak is better in isolation as a champion, but Hefrak will not give you any benefit against shields and stuff. So it's just... The cool thing about Raid, and also the complex thing about Raid, is that the answer is never going to be, if you've got A, do you skip B? Pretty much that's never going to work. Yeah? But Hefrak overall is a better champion. I think, like, take it to my accounts. My main account, I would never use her. But I've got most nuking options on my main. On my free-to-play, it would be a lot of resources to go and get someone that is not a crazy upgrade unless you've got Alsgore as well. That's what I think. So that's my view on her. Skip if you want to skip, whatever. But that's where I would say she sits. So what people are saying here, 27% will get the Giant, 40% is an instant skip, 33% depends how easy or difficult the fusion is. Okay, well, I guess obviously you make your own decisions on it. I do think she's pretty much an arena champion. Like, obviously you could run her, if you ran her faster with accuracy, she could be your drop defense champion, yeah? She could be that. There's plenty of options that do it as well, better, whatever. Like Deacon straight up better, Stag Knight probably better for that particular role, yeah? So it feels like if you're going to go for her, it's because you need someone for arena damage.